Hey y'all, what's up? Jamithatsme here. Welcome back to my channel. Okay, if you're a new subscriber or a long time subscriber, then hey, bitch. And if you're not a new subscriber or a long time subscriber, then you already know what to do. Go ahead and hit that subscription button. Okay. So growing up hip hop, the show opens up with C19 and the protests and everything that's been going on. So they pretty much discuss that and how it's been affecting everybody's lives. And then we see Bow Wow hanging out with his homeboys, BT, Pimpin, and somebody else. And they talk about their trip to Miami, how they went down the early part of the pandemic, just having a good old time or whatever. But Bow Wow ended up having to cash out a lot of money. Like they almost got put out of their hotel, and then I think some of the I think they did like a yacht or something. Some of the things that they did cost a lot of money. And who fronts the bill? Bow Wow. Now for me, I couldn't do that. I could be around a whole bunch of people every time we go somewhere, every time we do something. I'm always fronting the bill for folks. Like, I would get tired of that. But y'all leave y'all thoughts and stuff down below about the overall situation with Bow Wow and his friends. Do you think Bow Wow need to get friends that make as much money as him? Okay, do you think he needs to get friends where he ain't always got to front the bill for them or whatever and try and quote unquote look out for them? What are your thoughts on that? Could you be a person in Bow Wow's position and always got your people around you and always willing to front the bill? Let me know your thoughts on that. So he gets on a FaceTime with Shania. They talk about voting. They talk about protesting and everything. He tells her about the new music he's working on. She tells him that she's really happy for him, really proud of him, because for once he's talking about something else. He's talking about his business, elevating that instead of talking about these ladies and stuff and how he's trying to date this and date that and hop on this and hop on that. So she's really happy about that for him. So then we move on and he gets a call from Brianna. Brianna lets him know, listen, I was down in Miami. You know, I'm not feeling too good. And he was like, well, I was down in Miami too. She was like, okay, well, I think I may have, you know, the virus. And he was like, oh, no, you lying. She was like, nah, I really think that I may have the virus. Like I told my doctor all of my symptoms and they said it's a very likely chance that that's what I have. So being the fact that you guys was just in Miami around the same time I was, y'all need to go and get tested to make sure. So, you know, they all scared and shook or whatever. But I don't think Bow Wow's gonna go get no test. You know, a lot of people, they ain't finna go get tested until it hit them, honey. So it is what it is. Now we get to see Debrat at the house finally. Like Debrat has never let us into her life, like ever. I said, Miss Jessica, honey, Miss Judy. I don't know if her name Judy or Jessica. She calls her Jessica. I always thought her name was Judy, but Judy Jessica, honey. I was like, that lady must got her some good cootie, some good old cootie down there, honey, because the brat ain't never shown us her house, her life, her nothing. And she always got on camera dictating to other people's lives, and that's what I did not like about the brat. I'm like, girl, open up your life. What's going on with you? So, yeah, we get to see the brat in there living her life. She got all these dogs and stuff. She got a girl there. She got two other individuals there that I do believe are assistants to them. And she in there cooking. She cooking for the dogs. She cooking for folks. I'm like, look at the brat, girl. We never see you like this, honey. And I like to see it, so keep it up, honey. And she's talking to Jessica. She's like, girl, what you got going on this week? She was like, well, you know, I got to go back to New Orleans because I have to check on the business. I got to make sure everything there is right. And the brat is kind of like, I understand that you have to go back, like that's cool, but like, can you consider having a home here in Georgia? And Jessica's like, well, you know, I love you, and I like being in Atlanta here with you, but girl, it's gonna be a lot for me to uproot my entire business and relocate it here. And I completely understand where she's coming from. I think she just closed on that warehouse not too long ago. So that's just a lot. Like, you're gonna have to find a whole nother warehouse. You already got a lease over here. So the question is, do you go and get another lease at another warehouse here in Atlanta? Be paying for that as well. You got these employees down here. You ain't gonna be able to, it's not gonna be so easy to uproot those people or even to find some new people here in Georgia to run your product. Like, it's like, if the system works, let the system work as it is. But I also understand the brat. It's like, I want you here all the time. You know, when you love somebody, you care about them, you do want them around all the time. So I understand where she's coming from. But as it pertains to business, it's kind of like, y'all may have to deal with it for now until y'all figure out something later. Maybe when her lease gets ready to be up. I don't know if she rented the property or if she owns the property. But I mean, she probably you know, rented it, leased it or whatever. So it's like, once that's up, maybe she can reevaluate relocating and stuff so she can get some ducks in a row. But I also see her not doing that at all until y'all are like officially married, and then y'all make a decision on where y'all gonna live. So we just gonna see how that continues to develop for the two. So we see Deb at the house. Waka Flocka came over to see her, honey. She done went and got, y'all know she already had some dogs. She went and she got that parrot, I believe last season, at least he went and got it for her to comfort her or whatnot. And then she went and got, I don't know, girl, that thing looked like a Komodo dragon. I don't know what that little animal was that she went and got. And let me tell you, clearly the dog ain't the dog and the dragon or the lizard or whatever. Okay, Waka Flocka was calling it a dinosaur. They do not get along at all, clearly, honey, okay? But she over there trying to show them how to get along, okay? Trying to have a Frenchie stand next to the reptile or whatever it was. And the dog was like, girl, I'm gonna be here for a little bit, honey, but I ain't gonna be here much longer. So he gets up and go about his business. It was hilarious. I mean, Deb got all these pets, and then she got like a little lizard or the chameleon or something sitting on her chest, honey. And I'm just tickled. I'm like, Deb, with all these pets, girl, you might as well go ahead and open up you a petting zoo and call it Deborah's Petting Zoo or something you need to call, girl. You need to do something with all these animals, honey, and make you an extra coin off of it, because that was fucking comical. It felt like Waka was walking into a jungle. Hello? So yeah, but you know, she gives the Brad a call while she's there. You know, she's catching up with her son or whatever, but she gives the Brad a call wanting to know if she's gonna come to her event. And Brad's like, girl, I'm not coming to this. Okay, y'all out here, you see, this is the start of the pandemic. People out here getting sick. I know people that have actually died from this thing, girl. You want me to come and hang out with you and sit around the table to do what? No, ma'am. This FaceTime works just fine. I will not be coming over there hanging out with you, so you can miss me with that. What else is going on? And Deb is just like, well, you know, I really want you to come over because, like, I'm at a place where, you know, I'm being honest with myself and real about my life, and, you know, I'm changing the gears, and I'm letting people know that I'm in support of Trump. Girl, go ahead. Go ahead and sit down, girl. You thought I wasn't coming before because of the pandemic, honey. I'm really not coming now. And when she speaks out about her being in support of Trump, Waka is just kind of shocked. Like, girl, are you serious? Is this what we doing? That's, oh no, Tammy's not gonna like that. Tammy not gonna like that at all. I hate for Tammy to find this information out. Tammy's not gonna like it at all. She says how Trump out here acted. She said us people act just like this man. Girl, go ahead and go away from me with this. She said it has nothing to do with his policies or anything like that. It's just more so as what you see with him is what you get. Well, Deb, tell me what it is that you see with him now and what it is that you're getting. Were you down at the rights too? Were you a part of the insurrection, Deb? Let me know what it is that you see in him and what you're getting at this moment, honey, because you sound dumb, okay? Let me know, girl. So then Brianna calls her, you know, or she calls Brianna, whatever. They're on the FaceTime. They're talking. Brianna tells her about her being really sick and how she believes she has the virus. And then Waka's trying to tell her some of the things that she needs to take. I said, look at Waka trying to act like the doctor, okay? Trying to tell her the right type of fruits to take. Trying to tell her don't drink the sweet type of fruits. You got to have, I mean, don't eat the sweet type of fruits, but you got to have this over here. I was like, look at Flocka trying to be a big brother. Okay, we see you, honey. So he was trying to tell her what to do, and she was saying that she was developing pneumonia. So the virus was starting to get like really serious for her. And she is a person that has asthma. So she was extremely scared about that and very worried, you know. So she's going to get her breathing machine and all that stuff. But it was good to see Walker trying to get her some advice on things she need to take. But it's even better that she going to go to the doctor to find out for sure what it is she truly has to take. So ain't nothing wrong with that. So we get to DJ Hurricane. And y'all know, I believe that's his name, DJ Hurricane. I hope that's his name. Y'all correct me down in the comments. But y'all know that's Brianna's father. And he's in the studio with his people. And they're all talking about how serious C-19 is and how, you know, they know people that have actually passed from it. And I said, y'all know all of this at the time that y'all filmed this. Y'all knew all of this information, you know, in the whole pandemic, and y'all still in this studio and nobody got no mask on. Okay, then, well, we hope it works out for you. All right, as your daughter is sitting at home being sick her damn self from the virus, but carry on, honey. So he actually hops on a FaceTime with his daughter to check on her, see how she's doing. She does tell him that he has the virus. He said, well, I bet you wish you wouldn't have went down to Miami, don't you? I bet you regret that. She was like, yeah, I do regret that. Then he's like, you want me to come over there and sit with you? She was like, no, I don't want to be around you or mommy. Like, I don't want to be around y'all at all. Or you want to come to our house? I don't want to be around y'all at all. Okay, she's concerned about her girlfriend because she was all over her girlfriend, you know what I'm saying, when she got back from Miami, and she needs to get tested too because they don't know if she has it as well. So that's what they're dealing with over there. But I just find it funny, like, I feel like her dad wasn't taking this serious. For him to be an older person, I'm not sure of his health situation, but, you know, as a parent, you are going to want to take care of your child, period. You're not going to want to see them go through anything or whatever. But it just seemed like he was taking it as a joke just a little bit. You know, so I mean, I guess, you know, okay, girl. So Bow Wow goes to the dealership and he sees his Bentley that he wants. Of course, who he got with him? Them homeboys, okay? He got his homeboys with him. He trying to flex. He want the dang old Bentley. So he wants to go and get it. The Bentley costs $300,000. Okay, he hits his manager up, or his manager hits him up and said, I know you're not at the dealership. I know you're not about to buy this car. Bow Wow was like, maybe I'm thinking about it. He said, don't get it. Don't get it. All right. Bow Wow decides he wants to get it anyway. He and the manager link up later to discuss, listen, you out here cashing out. I saw you went to Miami. You out here cashing out. You go over here, you buy this car. You don't even need this car. Before he said Bow Wow has a driver. You don't even need this car. Before he even said Bow Wow has a driver, he didn't need that car. Bow Wow, I already knew Bow Wow didn't need the car off rip. You don't need it. For what? I'm like, $300,000. You could have went and bought 2 homes for that price somewhere here in Georgia. You could have bought 1 home for that price, okay? You could have got some tenants, brought in some more income to pass off to your daughter, okay? And let your daughter know how to manage property and all this other stuff. So that's additional residual income coming in for her. All right, so he just didn't move as smart as I think he could have moved with the $300. But Bow Wow says he has all of this money, honey. He's still probably making money from his music, probably, you know, from it being licensed out to different people or whatever, different shows or whatever he got going on. He probably making money over there. He doing these TV shows over here. Probably got his old movies streaming somewhere, so he getting money out there. So I'm sure Bow Wow is getting his coins. However, I just feel like he is moving like a regular NIGGA in the hood. Like, once you get money, you feel the need that you gotta flex and you gotta have. And I can guarantee you, Bow Wow probably hasn't drove that Bentley more than 2 times. So what was the purpose? What was the point there for getting it? How you go and get this whole Bentley, but you staying in a loft? And y'all like, or apartment, but y'all like to call them condos. What is the benefit? You ain't got no big old house. You ain't got no huge house out here in ATL that you living in. I don't know if you probably just paid for the house that your mama staying in or whatever, because it was rumored that you and Miss Erica Mina was staying in the basement of the house. So now all of a sudden you don't want to spend $300,000 on that when you could have went and spent $300,000 on a house. Okay, y'all gonna have to make it make sense for me, because it's not, okay? It's not making any sense. And I'm with the manager all day. The manager is like, honey, we in a pandemic though. We need you to understand that we don't know which way this is gonna go. We don't know what's gonna happen, honey. So we just telling you, I'm just telling you to watch your coinage. Then Bow Wow, you know, he ain't trying to hear that, so he changes the subject and he wants to talk about his music. The dude was like, yeah, I heard your music. Bow Wow thinks it's amazing. I will say, if it's the same music that Bow Wow gave us a snippet of not too long ago, a few months ago, and the Shade Room played it, it does sound like it's good music, in my opinion, but I haven't heard it as a whole to know, and I don't even know if that particular song or snippet he played is from the actual album. But old buddy, the manager was like, no, it's not that great. It's not that great. I really think that you need to get a better producer. So Bow Wow was like, oh, snap. So I think Pimpin' could have produced it or something like that. He was like, so my homeboy's not going to like exactly what it is that you said about him. And he's like, oh, well, it is what it is, but you need to go get some better producers. And the only reason people are telling you that your music is good is because you're paying for it. You pay for all this stuff whenever they with you. Now, I got it. He definitely seems like an I got it person. Okay, he definitely seems like one of those I got it type person. And old buddy is just like, you the one walking around here like you got it. So whenever you come at them and you try to tell them or play some music for them, they're not gonna tell you the truth. They're gonna tell you what it is that you want to hear, because you've paid to have a lot of yes men around you. And that's just what it is. So he's like, yo, you probably want to talk to JD about it. And he was like, nah, I'm not at a place where I want to talk to JD about my music. I don't blame him for not wanting to talk to JD for his music, because in my opinion, I haven't heard or any music from JD that's become relevant to music right now. Like, I understand all of his old hits, but I'm talking about what new artists is he working with right now that he has an impact on their music right now that he's produced. I don't know, and y'all may know some, so drop them below, but I'm not really seeing that being a heavy benefit for him to go and play his music for JD, just because JD was heavily a part of his career earlier on. No, he may need to get some new producers and some new people. That may still be true, but it doesn't mean he needs to go back and let JD be a part of that. But, you know, that's just my opinion. I also think one of the reasons Bow Wow has yet to put his music out is because he's afraid of what other people are going to think. That's what I think. I think he's afraid of putting it completely out, because he's always getting dragged by us. We dragging him about something all the time. So I think he's very sensitive about his music, and he really wants that to do well. And it's like, dang, if this album doesn't do good, ain't nobody gonna be trying to rock with me on no music no more. So I think that's why he's hesitant, but I think he should just drop it. You know, you damned if you do, damned if you don't, period. People gonna always have something to say, but if you don't want to put out the entire album, that's fine. Pick out a few tracks that you would not mind people hearing, earlier on and just drop those. Drop you a little mixtape, or I don't even know what they call them now. I don't know if they call them EPs or LPs or whatever they call them, SPs. I don't know what they call. I don't even know what the stuff stand for. But if he's not gonna put out the whole thing, maybe put out like a little small soft launch so people can get a taste of what your music is gonna look like, and you can just see what direction you need to go into when it comes to your music. But you know, that's just what I think about that, and that's just all that I have. I hope you guys enjoyed this review. I hope you enjoyed the episode of Growing Up Hip Hop. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share my videos, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye bye.